Hi and welcome to Commerce Dojo. Today we will learn how to add integers with the help of a number line. Now when we say a number line, we say that the positive numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 lie to the right of 0, which is here. And negative numbers like -1, -2, -3, -4 lie to the left of 0, which is here. And 0 is neither negative nor positive. And keep that in mind, 0 is neither negative nor positive. This is a very common mistake. Now, how can we retain this? Remember this? Now, we can remember this by saying that while adding a positive number, we move towards the right of the number line. While adding a positive number, we move towards the right of the number line, which is in this direction here. And while adding a negative number, we move towards the left of the number line. While adding a negative number, we will move in the left direction, which is here, like this. Let's keep this in mind, and these two statements are extremely important. And move on, we'll be revisiting them. So two important pointers over here. So the first one is, if you are adding two numbers, well, let the two numbers be a plus b. Then the first number, if you are adding two numbers on a number line, then the first number becomes a starting point. Then the first number, which is a, this will become the starting point. I will talk about this more. Will become the starting point in the number line. And the second point, the second number tells us a direction and number of spaces we have to move on the number line. So the second number b, so b will tell us the direction. Now the direction can be left or right depending on whether the number is positive or negative. We just learned that over here. If the number is negative or positive, and there are a number of spaces could be jumps, hops. Now let's use these two statements and the two statements earlier that we read, and use them to add integers. And here we have these three sums over here on this page. Now let's look at the first one, -5 plus 4. Now let's look at the first number. Now, the first number will be a starting point on the number line. The first number will be a starting point. So we are over here. And the second number is 4. Now 4 is a positive number. And we just learned that while adding a positive number, we move towards the right of the number line. So we will go at -5. Now we have to move towards the right. So 4 spaces to the right. So we start at 5 because it's a starting point, and then we move 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's put our arrows. And we land at -1. And here we get it. The solution to this is -1. Let's look at the second sum. 3 plus -2. 3 plus -2. Now over here, the first number is 3. Now 3 will be our starting point. And the second number is -2. The -2 is a negative number. And we see that -2 is being added. And while adding a negative number, we move towards the left of the number line. So we start at 3. And then we'll move 2 spaces to the left, 2 jumps to the left. So we start at 3, and then 1 and 2 to the left. And we land at 1. So the solution to this is 1. Now if you want to, you can use a calculator and check it. So here we have 3 plus -2 is 1. Let's look at the third sum. And that is -2 plus -4. -2 plus -4. Now the first number is -2. So -2 will be our starting point. So we are over here, -2. Now the second number, which is -4. Now -4 is a negative number. And we just learned that while adding a negative number, we move towards the left of the number line. So we start at 2 and we move 4 spaces to the left. So we go at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put our arrows. And we land at -6. So the solution to this sum is minus 6. Very simple, right? Look at, now we have 3 more sums. Now if you want to, you can pause the video and solve them. So let's look at the fourth question. 7 plus negative 4. 7 plus minus 4. So the first number is 7. So 7 will be our starting point. So yeah, 7. 7 is our starting point. And now let's look at the second number. This is minus 4. So minus 4 is a negative number and is being added. And when we add a negative number, we move towards the left of the number line. So we are at 7. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we land at 3. We put our arrows. Always remember to put the arrows. It's extremely important. The arrows are extremely important. So the answer comes out to be 3. Super simple. Minus 4 plus minus 3. The first number is minus 4. First number is minus 4. So this becomes our starting point. This will be our starting point. Now the second number is minus 3. Now minus 3 is a negative number. Again, it's a negative number. So when we add a negative number, we move towards the left of the number line. Towards the left of the number line. So we are at minus 4. And we will move 3 spaces to the left. 1, 2, and 3. And our answer comes out to be minus 7. Minus 7. Super simple. And don't forget to put the arrows. They're super important. And the final sum of the day. Minus 8 plus 6. So the first number is minus 8. So minus 8 will be our starting point. Then we have 6. The second number is 6. So 6 is being added and 6 is a positive number. Now when we add a positive number, we move towards the right of the number line, which is here. So we start at 8 and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ta-da! Arrows. And we land at minus 2. So the answer to this is minus 2. Now this is super simple. On a number line, using a number line is extremely super simple. Now what I will do is, we will have a small recap. To keep everything, to retain everything. So while adding a positive number, we move towards the right of the number line. While adding a negative number, we move towards the left of the number line. Positive number, right. Negative number, left. We come over here. 2 important notes, super important. If you're adding 2 numbers on a number line, then the first number becomes a starting point on the number line. So we solve a few questions. So first number will be the starting point. The second number will tell us about the direction and the number of spaces or jumps we have to make on the number line to find the solution to the question. Super simple. So this is how you add integers on a number line. And don't forget to put the arrows. Now, I hope you found this helpful. And you don't need to like math to put a like on my video. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.